Good evening, everyone. It's me again, Al Brown Spencer. Today is Monday, the 4th of August, 2025, and it is 10:30 in the evening. As usual, I am still in my van, the tip, my coffin where I sleep, and in conditions you would never believe it. And not only this, I am still being abused psychologically, and I am still being dosed with drugs. And the problem with the Arab guys who are here in San Sebastian is still the same. Everywhere I go, they are there following me. If I go to any place, it's only 5-10 minutes until they arrive, and so on, unless it's somewhere where people know that I am there and they know the problem, and they cannot do the stuff they do normally whenever I go. I mean, like today, I changed the place, and after 15-20 minutes, they started to come there, gather around me, and speak loudly, and putting out their cigarettes in the thing where I was standing. And I don't like smoke and so on. And of course, I had to move away and stay away from them because I don't like the language and so on. Not only this, the biggest problem is, which I have found, that somehow these guys, these Arab guys, they think that they actually are helping me somehow. So whoever is manipulating and using these guys convinced them that they are actually helping me in somehow, and so on. And of course, whoever doesn't know the reality and who is the cause and what happened and all of this might believe that these guys are helping rather than not. But the reality is they are not helping, they are being used. So they do not know the reality, they don't know all the details about my problem and about my abusers and so on. So in other words, and this is the bottom line, that this is not gonna change, I will never, under any circumstances, stay in any place where there are Arabs, Muslims, North Africans, Middle Easterns, and so on. And anyone in the Spanish government tries to force me to do so would only be destining me to sleep on the street. Because I will never accept to go and sleep there. And in any case, I will never accept to go and stay in any place where Arabs, Muslims, Middle Easterns, North Africans are. And this is like, I don't know, if you doubt what I am saying and you have authority to try to force me, so all what you would be doing is literally putting me on the street, or making things much worse for me and so on. And to be honest with you, I would rather leave than this happens. But of course, the reality is Spain is my last stop. There is no other place I would go to, although yes, there are chances, or I mean there are possibilities, and other places that maybe I would go there. But I am not intending, I have no intention to leave Spain whatsoever. Spain is the last stop for me, and I cannot go any other place anyway. I have no energy to move around again, abusing me in many countries and forcing me to leave many countries, and torture in England and in Germany, and all of this, and drugs dosing even till the moment. And social abuse, and it's unbelievable, even here in Spain. And I made it clear to someone today, and I spoke to them, and I said, no matter what is going to happen, until the last second of my life, my goals in life are two. Number one, to get justice for what was done to me, and of course, justice means I would get my freedom, my compensations, any money they owe me, any money that I own, any money that is owed to my father, and any investments that were made for my father and that were supposed to be paid for my father in his life, but of course the devious bastards, they did things that they deprived him from this money or this compensations that he would supposed to get. And this is another story that I can speak about and explain in details to anyone who doesn't understand and so on. So anyway, something wrong with my video, by the way. I think it is hacked. My phone is hacked anyway. I mean, maybe they can they are taking this video live or whatever. I don't have any credit, by the way, so I have no internet and I cannot upload this video directly, and maybe I will upload it when I get in credit, which I don't know when, to be honest with you, because I don't have money. And for a week so far, or over a week, it's been very tough getting help from people and so on. And I have started going back again and knocking on the doors, asking people for help to give me food or money and so on, because leafleting and standing where I stand asking people for help is not helping me at all for the last week or whatever. Another thing that I would like to make clear to people who are watching this, but I am so sorry, I forgot to say number 2. I just remembered. Another thing about my memory from the drugging and so on, which is playing with me all the time. Number 2, so number 1 is justice, and that means that I get everything, I'm owed my freedom and so on, and to achieve my dreams. I mean, achieving my dreams is a part of justice as well, to catch up to the years they wasted of my life and so on, and achieving my dreams, the big family, the big farm, the other businesses I want to start and so on. Number 2 is exposing my abusers. So number 1, justice. Number 2 is exposing my abusers. So till the last second of my life, my goal in life, 1, to get justice, 2, to expose my abusers. This evil organization that is based on the cult of the ancient country where I was born, and how powerful they are in the world and what they have done and all of this must be given to the public and so on. And all what I know from A to Z about this organization, I will give to the public without hesitation. And these are my goals in life: getting justice and achieving my dreams, and exposing my abusers. One thing I want to make clear to anyone who's watching this video, specifically anyone from my abusers who would happen to be capable of watching this video and listening to me and watching me talking. One thing I want to say that is 100% justice and 100%, must happen. If you accuse anyone of being gay and cause them trouble and they are not gay, you must become gay. If you accuse anyone of being pedophile and cause them trouble, you must become pedophile. If you destroy someone's life or deprive someone from their families, you must be deprived from your family. And I'm not talking about death. So if you kill someone, someone's family, or someone like what you did, killed my father and my eldest brother, I am never going to claim anyone's life. But you must be in prison for life. You must go to prison for life, and this is justice. And of course, whichever authorities you are part from must be exposed, must be named and shamed, and the whole force, whether it's the police, security service, whichever, social service or whatever, you must be named and shamed, and you must go to prison, and the whole department pays the price for your mistake. Anyone who does something wrong to someone from authorities and so on, and they are authorities and they, do any bad things to people and so on, this person or these people from the authorities, they must pay the price double in terms of compensation, punishment, imprisonment, and so on. Me, I will never stop trying to get justice. I will never stop trying to expose my abusers everywhere in the world. And now that I have settled in Spain, in terms of, that's it, I have no other place to go. And I'm doing my best here to expose my abusers and, get people to know what was done to me and get justice and so on. Uh, people from these authorities, they are just trying to, I don't know, basically to waste more of my life and so on, and keep me tranquilized in a fantasy world of what they are doing. They are finding the truth, they can see blah blah blah. I have nothing to prove to anyone in terms of me, who I am, and so on. I've never done anything wrong. All the accusations, and I made it clear to many people before in many videos, these bastards, all what they do everywhere I go, stirring trouble and problems around me, accusations with the police, the local police, wherever I stay, and so on, so they can get authorities over me. And I feel that they are trying to do the same here. They are trying to make me look like a jerk who cannot see that the Arabs and the Muslims and the North Africans and the people from the country where I was born, or Middle Easterns or whatever, somehow these bastards are the ones who are actually helping me. And I don't know this. And by doing this, in the end, they want to get approval from, whoever is pretending to be the opponents, because these bastards, they are good at playing the good cop and the bad cop. So they are trying to play like the people from the country where I was born, or Arabs, Muslims, blah, 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 and all of this. They are trying to help me, or they are the ones are helping me. And that somehow I cannot see this, or I cannot understand this. And the other party knows the reality, but somehow they will accept that, oh yeah, this guy's a jerk. He doesn't know the reality, and blah, blah, blah. So there you go. They give approval to these bastards to do with me whatever they want. I'm not worried about this situation, because I know what I would do. I mean, as I said in many, many videos before, I mean, dignity and freedom and justice for me is more important than my life. And I will never accept to be forced in life for something, or to do something, or to be somewhere where I don't want to be, and so on. And for me, death is more, there is more dignity in death than doing this. Have I said that I love life, and I want to live life, and I want to achieve my dreams. I want to have my compensations and my money and so on, to enjoy it and change the world and change things and so on. But then again, in the end, I am trying my best. I have no authorities, no power, nothing like this whatsoever. So yeah, I'm still trying my best. I'm still, I'm not getting any younger, and these bastards are wasting my years and my time, day after day after day after day after day after day after week after month after year. And I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older, and I still haven't achieved anything in my life. I don't have my money. I don't have my compensations. I have nothing at all. I have no home. I have no family. I have no friends. I have no money. I have no business, nothing. All what I have is this van. This van is everything I have where I sleep, and it's like a coffin for me. It's a tip. As you can see, it's a tip. And they are trying to force me here to accept to go and sleep in places where Arabs and Muslims and North Africans stay. And I'm not. I will never go and stay in these places. Wherever there are Arabs, Muslims, North Africans, Middle Easterns, not for me. And you cannot force me. I know you have enough authority to make me on the street, but I will never accept to go and sleep in a place where there are Arabs, Muslims, North Africans, Middle Easterns, and so on. And another thing that I would like to make clear, when I get justice, and when I get my compensations, when I get my money, when I get my businesses, when I get my farm, when I get this and that, I will never, under any circumstances or any law, employ anyone from these countries. Nothing. None whatsoever. If it's my money, my business, my call, my rules, I decide who works for me and who is not. As simple as that. And this on its own is peace of mind for me, for the future, for me and my kids and so on, and my work, my business, my farm, my businesses, and all of this. So this is 100% clear, and this is not going to change. And anyone out there who's trying to, I'm talking about my abusers, because my abusers are trying to prove that they are giving me drugs and these drugs are working. So they are dosing me with drugs and they create circumstances and situations to see my reaction and say, oh, there is a change. Then the drugs is working. The drugs are working. Oh, his behavior changed. The drugs are working. This is exactly what they are doing. They are dosing me with drugs and create circumstances and situations and test me every single day, my reactions regarding Arabs, Muslims, North Africans, my ideas, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And all what I'm going to say is no one has the right to dose me with any drugs anyway. And they are doing it illegally and informally. And even if they have any order to allow them to do this, they are not giving me the chance to get a lawyer to challenge any formal allegations or informal order they have that allows them to do so. And I'm not getting help whatsoever in this context. Every day I go and ask people to help me to get lawyers, local lawyers, to investigate any allegations that might be, involving my name or giving any authority, any power to investigate me or whatever, after these bastards made me somehow a person of interest to someone or whatever, and no one is helping me at all. The media as well, and no one is helping me at all. I am not getting the proper help here at all. And if people are helping me with money here and there, even the last week, for a whole week now, I'm not getting help or the much help in terms even of money for food and drink. And I went around just looking for trees to literally pick up fruit to eat, because I didn't have money at all, and no one helped me much when I go and leaflet and so on. So I don't know what to say. I'm not living in a jungle, but they made it a jungle for me. One, when they manipulated lots of Arabs and Muslims, North Africans and Middle Easterns to be in San Sebastian and to inundate all the services here for homelessness or, refugees or whatever. And this is not a coincidence. If anyone makes comparison or statistics regarding the number of people last year or last month, 2 months or 4 months before I arrived and so on, or a year, they might find difference and so on. And they might find that, it's not normal. And even if they are capable of making it look normal with numbers and so on, I'm 100% sure they did something, to get it, to make it look normal, but it's not normal at all. So yeah, by doing this, they deprived me from because when I arrived here and I went to the organization called CR, which looks after refugees and so on, literally they gave me a list of places where I can go and sleep or whatever or eat. And when I went to these places, it's inundated. It's full of Arabs and Muslims and North Africans and so on and Middle Easterns. And for me, I can never be anywhere near these people. And I'm not saying that I'm better than them. Look at me. I'm living in a tip. I'm like a tramp. I'm living like a tramp for a long time. And I know for sure that England has got nothing to do with this. My abusers from the country where I was born, they are the worst. They are the worst, whether they are Muslims or Christians. They are the worst. Politicians and authorities from the country where I was born, they are the worst. They are the evil on earth. And what I am in now, this situation as a tramp, this is not England. England has got nothing to do with this. It's the country where I was born. They have done this, and I know it for sure. And no matter who does what or say what or whatever, I know what I know for sure because, I have been there and I know other things. And even since I was in the country where I was born. And I know the politicians, big politicians in the country where I was born, who are behind lots of the things that were done to me. And some of these politicians are actually relatives of me, my own relatives, which, I have nothing to do with them whatsoever. And I don't want to be anywhere near the country where I was born, or anyone speaks this language, or North Africa, or Arabs in general, or Muslims, or even Middle Easterns in total, regardless of where, and so on. So yeah, for me, I know for sure who is behind this, and I am not going to change my mind whatsoever, regardless what they are doing, to look otherwise. And as I said, they are trying to pretend in front of everyone, like, look at this jerk. Arabs and people from the country where he was born are helping him, and look, he always against them and does blah 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 and all of this. And all of this is bullshit. It's like a show. These fucking cunts are like doing this. It's like just like a show. They are entertaining people, and at the same time, they are winning approval from any authorities that playing the other part, or like the bad part or whatever, that they would do to me what they want in the end. And as I said, in either cases, that will be devastating for me. It will be like sentencing me to death, basically. And I'm going to make it clear, I'm going to make this clear in my interview for the asylum, which I have on the 27th in this month, and so on. Another thing that I would like to highlight in this video, somehow the lifeguards here reported me maliciously to the police that I was using my spear gun next to the swimmers, and it was very dangerous, and that they saw it with their own eyes, which is completely bullshit, because it didn't happen. And literally the police somehow, when I arrived, the police was there. The police car was out waiting for me, basically. And about 6-7 police officers surrounded me and talked to me. And they established first that no one was hurt. Like established investigation on the site. And they basically phoned the water police, and the water police arrived, and they confiscated all my equipment, everything. They didn't leave me anything. And they said to me that, I can go and get it from somewhere. When I went there, they said to me I might have to pay a fine, because what they said, the lifeguards, that I was using the spear gun next to the swimmers, blah, 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 which didn't happen. Anyway, I'm waiting until the 13th when I go and talk to them to explain to them this reality, that I didn't use the gun next to the swimmers, and get my stuff. And anyway, even then, I still need to get my spear fishing license, which I cannot get because I don't have a card or money to pay for the insurance or the medical certificate or the fee for the license, and so on. And since then I haven't caught any fish whatsoever, and I have been relying, completely on people's help, and picking up fruit, or knocking on the doors and asking people for help, and so on. 2 days ago, I was snorkeling and trying to catch octopus, which I managed to catch one octopus 2 days ago, and I ate it, and it was really, really nice, although it wasn't that big, it was smaller. And when I was swimming, I was hit in the face by a medusa. They call it here medusa, or in English, the Portuguese manor. It's a jellyfish which can be very dangerous if it's a huge one, because the tentacles can grow to 30 meters and thicker and bigger, and the stinger on the bigger ones are harder and more painful than smaller ones, and more toxic, that it can kill a human being easily. Luckily, I was hit by a small one, which is 1.5 meters, something like that. And you can see, I don't know if you could wonder what looks on my face from the video. If you can see there, these are the traces of the tentacles when it hit me on the face. This, I don't know if you can see here as well, all the way to the neck. and also on my head, all the way here, all the way the tentacles, all the way from here, all the way, all the way. You can see the traces. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not. You can see the traces of the tentacles all the way, all the way, all the way here, and all the way back. Don't know if you can see it or not. Anyway, one jellyfish hit me in the face, and the tentacles, as you can see, disfigured me. Even my ear, if you can see, this is normal. This one, as you can see, is, you know, swelling, and it's not easy to explain it, but you can see it's very bad. I mean, like, my ear is really really disfigured. So yeah, this jellyfish one I was snorkeling looking for, and diving as well, because I snorkel, and if I see anything down there, I go down and get it. And I got an octopus in about 7-8 meters of depth, more or less, and yeah, I ate it, and it was so delicious. That's really important. But I cannot spearfish. I don't have my equipment, and I don't have a license yet. Because even if they give me my equipment and my stuff back, uh, 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 I don't have a license. I don't want to repeat this. I don't want to give anyone another chance, to say I'm repeating the thing. They gave me my stuff, and I'm going again spearfishing without a license. Although, even before day one, I went in the water with a spear gun. I went to the police station and gave them a paper explaining to them, I'm relying on spearfishing. Please exempt me from the license, or please give me temporary license, or a license that can be approved to me, regarding that, I don't have an address, and I'm sleeping in my van, and I don't have money, and so on. But regardless of all of this, that I gave, this paper and request to the police station, and I gave it to another one later on, another police station. But no, what in their plan was in their plan, and so on. And yeah, they did what they did, and they deprived me from a huge source of food for me, and not only food, but also cleaning myself, because being in the water, I used to go spearfishing for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in the water, and I enjoyed it anyway. Being in the water for me is fun. Even since I was in the UK, I used to stay in the water for a long time. I mean, I remember I used to finish work and go to the water, or Saturdays and Sundays, I used to literally in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, go to the beach, swim until 10:30, and then 10:30 get out of the water, have a snack quickly, 15 minutes break, have a snack quickly on the beach, and then go back again in the water, and yeah, stay in the water until 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and then have another snack, and then go back again until 5, 6 o'clock, and then get out of the water completely, go back to the room I was renting, have a shower, change my clothes, go shopping, and go back quickly to the beach before it's sunset. And literally, I used to have a barbecue on the beach, and have, like a steak with corn on the cob, and so on. After a long day, that's like the weekend. And I used to do this in Hengistbury Head as well, like Bournemouth. Good days. I enjoyed things like that in the UK. I mean, Bournemouth is home in the UK, especially that I have good memories with my daughters there in West Green Cliff, or West Cliff Green, West Cliff Green. Yeah. And yeah, speaking of which, about this, one thing I want to make clear to anyone who's watching this, I don't want to go back to the UK at all, after all what was done to me there, and getting no justice whatsoever. The only situation and the only time that I would be willingly and happily go back to live in the UK is when I get 100% justice beforehand, before I leave Spain, before I step foot back again in the UK. Anything apart from this would be a sentence of death to me. I mean, if let's say they have enough authorities, they manage to, using their authorities to force me or deport me to the UK or force me to go back to the UK or whatever. That's it. That's it for me. And I'm not joking. I'm not making this up and so on. I mean, I want to live and I want to enjoy my life, but without justice, there is no way I will go back to the UK and live without justice. And it's the same with Germany. The same, 100% exactly the same. I would never go back to live in Germany without justice, no matter what. After the UK, Germany, I mean, Zirksdorf was home. And still, I think Zirksdorf is still in my mind and my heart. But I would never go back to Germany without 100% justice. Or even if I get justice, I would never go and live anywhere in Germany apart from Zirksdorf, for example. Or at least close enough to Zirksdorf and so on. So yeah. As France, I can never go and live in France, no matter what. France is different in terms of, if I can live or not. Lots of Arabs, lots of Muslims. And when I was in France, I experienced things that, I don't know, even if it was like a joke, it wasn't good for me at all. It wasn't good for me at all. And I can list these stuff to people who really want to know, what I experienced when I was in France and so on. But then again, this is not just this, it's the fact that there are lots of Arabs there and Muslims and North Africans that they have power there. They are so powerful there. And there is no way I would go and live in France. It would be like going back to the country where I was born, because they are so powerful there. These bastards are so powerful in France, and I can never go and live in France because of this. The other country that I tried, in or tried to live in or whatever, Ireland. But Ireland, not for me, not only because of, I know that some Irish politicians were involved, but also the culture itself is different. There are lots of nice people in Ireland, but the fact that I cannot have a chance, to start farming there, and also, the culture is different for me. It's not for me. It's not for me at all. What else? Here in Spain, I am trying my best, and hopefully I wouldn't have to move to another country. The other alternatives that just in the in desperate situation, which hopefully is not going to be the situation, because I actually 100% I am tired from moving around, but I am not tired from fighting to get justice. And I think I can make a base for me here in Spain where I can start a family and and literally, like start my farming business and start my dream, my big dream, the big farm with the businesses I want on it, not just the farming business, but other businesses. And and changing things to the better for people, and still making money and still making name and still, with still being, something, but and at the same time giving the best quality and experience for people, and the cheapest prices and so on. Selling cheap doesn't necessarily mean that losing money, and selling high quality at a cheaper price doesn't mean losing money. It's all about the cost, making the cost the cheapest, especially for animals and birds like poultry and animals, breeding animals and so on, and the crops, the fruit, and all of this. All of this would be something that I'm planning to do wherever I'm gonna be settling down, finally, and hopefully it's gonna be here in Spain, somewhere not far from the beach or from the sea, where I can practice all my hobbies as well. And of course, I will definitely, when I get my compensations, I will definitely buy a few properties here in San Sebastian. And if anyone watching this and laughing, maybe you're taking what I'm saying it lightly or easily, but I promise you, if I get justice, I'm talking about 100% justice. I mean proper justice. Uh, I will get lots of money, lots and lots of money. And just to make it clear to you, one thing they did to me in the UK, if anyone brings forward an evidence for this one thing, I will get few million quid, not even euros, pounds sterling, for just one thing. Imagine everything that they did to me. That's why I'm saying so far that there is no justice, because these bastards, they have they have evidences for everything that were done to me, and they are refusing to step forward and bring it forward to, the court and so on. They are just consuming my life and my time. They are trying to turn me into my father, a fugitive, that his life is always intercepted and monitored by the authorities to make sure that they didn't make the wrong decision, not to kill him. And by this, they are making lots of money, and they are making it like a way of living. And I've seen it with my own eyes, what they have done to my father and how they lived off this case, this show. And I will give enough all information I will give about my father and his case, what was done to him, how they did it, and all of this, and how they lived off him in terms of this case and so on. I'm talking about authorities. It's like literally they harvesting. So they choose someone to make them like a fugitive or a case where they have all the attention on, and use the authorities over them. And from using these authorities over this case, they can make money and they can live of it, them and their families and so on, and enjoy life and make money. And someone is being, I don't know, grinded or grounded by life. Anyway, I need people who can support me. I need people who would believe in me and my case, regardless of how strange it could be in terms of the reality and so on, that not everyone can believe. I need people who can actually help rather than, be the opposite. And yeah, manipulation is worse than death. And manipulation is the worst enemy of anyone in my situation, and hopefully no one would be in my situation, but anyone who is targeted by the authorities, specifically corrupted bad authorities and organizations, like the organizations, and I mentioned specifically that organization from the country where I was born, which literally they are ruling the world. They manipulate people, and manipulation is the worst enemy for someone like me. So if you are someone who is watching this, who, or anyone I talk to and so on, and you get to watch this video, please do not be manipulated around me or against me, regardless of what you are told. Even if you believe or you are convinced or someone convinces you that you are doing something good to me, trust me, it's not. These bastards, they are going by their scenarios, their plans, their schemes. And if they manipulate you, it's just a part of this scheme that in the end, it will harm me, not help me. And if you are wondering if I'm right or not, look how I live. Look at me, how old I am now. And I have been fighting, and I've been in this case, in this shit for so long, escaping from a country to another, and they didn't leave me alone. So look carefully and look to see what manipulation did to me. And this is the people who are being manipulated by the authorities around me. So I cannot get help. If you're manipulated by the authorities, I will never get help from you. You will be used against me rather than for my and so on. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, help me if you can. I need justice, 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 justice. Justice is my number one goal. So please help me to get justice in every way, shape, and form. Money is very important for me and my compensations, but not just money, freedom, and those who are responsible must be punished for what was done to them. Anyway, thank you very much. Take care and have a great evening. Thank you.